Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. I bet you guys is dreaming about that Thunder Chief sitting on wheels this morning, wasn't you? Hey, what's up, Wes?
Howdy.
Get a shout out to everybody. Get a shout out to Kiwi Bob in New Zealand.
Hey, Kiwi.
How about Mike in Chicago, up by Chicago?
Mike's headed to Kentucky.
Yeah, you think? And old Wild Bill. Don't forget about old Wild Bill.
Yeehaw, Wild Bill.
Yeah. Alright, guys. We had a couple little issues. Found a couple leaks. I'm not sure if my them fancy valves I bought, I think they're leaking. Them disconnects. We also had another issue. We can get the gear to go up, but it goes real slow. Real slow. And then we heard another hiss, and I cut one of them disconnects off, and the air was just barely hissing out, man. Just barely hissing. Just, you know, I kind of expected it to go shoom and empty the tanks. So I took this valve apart, and I don't see one little thing about this valve that makes it high flow. It don't let no more air. I mean, it's almost just solid tight. Is that trash man here today? Are they working the 4th? I didn't set out my garbage. Doggone it, I just knew they wasn't going to be here
That's
today.
okay. You'll have plenty of trash for a couple of weeks
Yeah,
now.
take trash cans full. Fixing to have a Thunder Chief in it. Oh. See that Thunder Chief sticking out of my trash. But I don't see a dang bit thing that makes this valve high flow. It's just a bigger block of aluminum. I think this is a solid hosing right here, boys. Wes, tell me, what is high flow about that valve?
Nothing. The outlets that come out for the hose sides are small. There's no volume inside this valve. When they're the air to fill inside the valve and transfer over to another area.
Right, it's all tight. I mean, by the time
it's just got just a few thousandths of an inch clearance between the piston and the valve body. There's no way to get any volume of air through there.
And they had so much lube in there, it was almost clogging the system. There's nothing, absolutely nothing high flow about this valve. This is a solid rip-off, a way to hose the working man for a few more dollars. That's all that is. So, guess what we did? We dialed 911. We got super dads on his way. What I want to do is mill out the center of this to let it pass some air. See, because when it's on there, it goes to right there. Then it goes back. And if this was milled out, it would let a high volume of air up through there. And them tiny things,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We're going to drill and tap them. We're going to put some of these big fittings. I got some, these are just muffler fittings, but they got major holes in them. I could see West through there.
Oh, yeah.
There's major holes. These are just muffler tap fittings. We can get these at the hobby store. But I got a bunch more of these.
You can get the B1 high flow valves coming in about 2 weeks. You just call and order them up. We can get them built up and sent for you. If you want a real high flow valve, we'll show you how it's done. Yeah, but the gear work, but they don't bang. They just kind of go up real slow. We just tried one, and it just came up real slow. It would lock, but it wouldn't unlock because there ain't enough pressure there. And we got to fix that. So we got emergency 4th of July. Super Dad on the way.
Super Dad on the way.
I'm glad he ain't out fishing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, he called me because, what issue did we have yesterday? Oh, he's all full of the hinges. Yeah, he was concerned about it and forgot them hinges working.
He was so good at weaseling out of building some hinges and thought up a fix for that. Maybe he did the same thing here.
He did not want to make them hinges.
I didn't think at Dad's age he could go sideways that fast, but man, he can move.
He didn't want to make them hinges, did he?
Yeah, but look at the idea he came up with.
I know.
He didn't need to make any. We were faster, and we were going to work just as good, and worked out. We wouldn't have had them, you know, by the deadline today, but they're already installed and working. That stuff's on there, and it's good to go already, so we're not behind at all.
Someone said that if Loctite does that to them plastic hinges, and that might be why it works on some and not others when you don't Loctite. He says that Loctite eats that plastic, makes it weak. We ought to test it. Let's test it.
Changes the molecular structure.
Let's test it. We're going to test that theory. I'm going to put a little Loctite on here and let it set for an hour and see how easy it snaps off. We can put Loctite on this one and no Loctite on the other. So we got a what do they call that? What does Miss Butlers call that? When they don't no, there's a word for it. There's a word for it.
We're just going to see if some will bust off and some won't. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I hang this video up, I'll remember.
This will be a highly modified valve here for too long.
Yeah, but guys, don't waste your money on them high flow valves thinking you're getting something special. There's nothing different about it. It's just a bigger chunk of aluminum. Don't waste your money. Them things are expensive compared to the other valve, and it's, there's nothing high flow about it except what it says on that package.
You're paying for a lot of printing on a piece of little cardboard paper that's very expensive.
And they're just not worth the money. There's nothing high flow about it. Nothing. You know, you'd think this would be augered out a little bit here in the center and let some air go through there, but it is tight. By the time they had all their lube on there, it was sealing it off. It was just barely hissing out.
But the size of the outlet for the line,
yeah, it's small.
It's just microscopic. You can't even put a straight pin in that.
Well, it's a little bit bigger than some. I've seen some that was real small.
Well, that one T that I dug out a while ago, it was ultra little, but this is just, you just can't get no volume. You can't push.
You know, and it says on the where I ordered it, I ain't gonna name no names because it ain't their fault, but it had a little instructional thing about it, and it said, you know, for large air cylinders, and that don't move no more air than the little one. Probably less air. It just barely hissed out. I was expecting a poof, you know, and the air hose flopping. No, it just hissed out.
Yeah, the airline can come plumb off, and you still got some
and
air.
You still got air in it. And
you still got air for 3 minutes before you bleed out the air tank.
Yeah, I was shocked. I said, what the heck?
I got a leak somewhere. I want something that'll flow where I can find it.
Yeah, so I knew I should have did it. But I was just so confident that these were high flow valves and they was going to work awesome. And got to get old Dad over here.
Super Dad on the way.
Super Dad on the way. Should be knocking on that door any second. But I'll make you a video when old Dad gets over here, or when he gets back or something. We'll make some more videos today. So happy 4th of July.
To everybody.
Yeah. All over. You guys in Australia too.
Remember all your military and the people that are working hard for you to be free.
That's right. That's right. I don't imagine they celebrate 4th of July in England though.
Front row.
I think that's pretty much American all day. All right. We'll see you guys back in the shop.